Friends, in this video for iThought Wealth, I'm going to talk to you on the topic HDFC Bank, is it time to be contrarian? Before I talk on this subject, let me first give the disclaimer. HDFC Bank is one of the largest banks in the country and it could be a part of portfolios of almost most of our clients either directly or indirectly. So it's safe to assume that we have an interest in this stock. HDFC Bank is exquisite or unique for many reasons. The first reason is that it had been very strongly identified with a leader, Mr. Aditya Puri. So he has been there from the beginning till very recently. So when he moved on, the question before everybody was that would the bank find a leader who could fill these shoes? The second question, could this bank continue to grow at the same rate that he left it at? The third point, is this bank fully equipped to meet the growth needs? Is it ready technologically in terms of people and products to keep its leadership position intact? Clearly, the transition within the bank was smooth, but it was hardly smooth outside. For starters, the Reserve Bank of India stopped HDFC from issuing fresh credit cards. The bank has complied and it has also reported to the regulator and the results are awaited. The second thing that happened was the servers kept giving trouble and there were days when you could not transact in your bank account online for hours. But these are more optical things. The more serious things that one should look at and not ignore is how the financing margin of this bank is working. If you look at the most recent quarter, which is the March quarter, the financing profits are down and the financing margin is at the lowest in 12 months. So this is something which is not common, right? The bank is known for its efficiency and the way it lends, but somewhere the lending business is clearly not giving us the kind of confidence it used to give us. The second thing is that the bank is clearly stretching its other income, and we are not sure whether it will be able to do it for very long. The next thing is that the thrust areas of growth are all economically challenged at this moment. The kind of loans which were very profitable for the bank are clearly seeing headwinds in growth. They are also seeing headwinds in serviceability. Their customers are not doing well and that in turn will come to hurt them. But HDFC being HDFC has always opened up new avenues, new segments, targeted newer markets and opened itself to newer audiences for growth. So that is what has kept this going for so many years. And now they're talking about MSME and newer segments, which all means that they are trying to attract the better companies from the public sector banks and they are trying to grow by taking market share from competition. But clearly, the challenges to the new leadership are still very much intact. There is no sign that they are going to get regulatory relief and the market is still not sure how the new leadership is going to drive the growth in the future. With this lack of clarity, the markets have brought the valuations of this bank to a level which has not been seen in recent years. So, in terms of valuation, the bank definitely is trading at the lower end of its historic range and the markets clearly are yet to shed their anxiety. But in case of companies which are market leaders, which are index leaders and which are known for their practices and the way they have managed growth, this is clearly a time to look closely. If you look closer at Infosys when it went through those two difficult leadership changes prior to the current one, you will clearly see that that phase of uncertainty was an investment opportunity. Growth was a bit tepid at the time, but when growth returned, valuations regained a different trajectory and became very robust and strong. So the return metrics improved for the investor when they improved for the company. HDFC is probably a very similar company. So when HDFC Bank achieves the same thing, it's quite likely that it would certainly regain that lost momentum, and the valuation gap that we are seeing today between its historic levels and the present will probably get bridged. For that to happen, we need to see several things get resolved. We need to see the infrastructure working very smoothly. There should be no outages. We should see client additions happening easily, digitally. We should also see that their tech spending delivers for them. We need to also get evidence that the bank is improving its financing margins and the profit from lending business, which at the moment looks a bit iffy. So as the market is able to validate these aspects, it will overcome its fears, and this idea could become a contrarian idea if the market gets early evidence that things are improving. So in that sense, the market is waiting for this evidence and it's watching to know where these problems are heading and how the bank is going to overcome them. If you like this video, do share it with your friends who are avid investors in index stocks and in private banks. Do stay the course with us. We would love to have you on this journey towards learning. Thank you very much.